10 mind-blowing facts about New Zealand. 1. There are more sheep than people. One of the most iconic facts about New Zealand is the overwhelming number of sheep compared to humans. With a population of about 5 million people and over 25 million sheep, that's roughly 5 sheep for every one person. This has made sheep farming a vital part of the country's agricultural economy and cultural identity. The lush pastures and moderate climate make the country ideal for livestock, and wool exports are still a significant part of New Zealand's economy. It's common to drive through the countryside and see sprawling fields filled with sheep grazing peacefully, a true postcard moment. New Zealand was the first country to give women the right to vote in 1893. New Zealand made world history by becoming the first self-governing country to grant women the right to vote in parliamentary elections. This achievement was largely thanks to the tireless efforts of suffragist Kate Sheppard, whose legacy is commemorated on the New Zealand $10 bill. This progressive step was a major milestone in global human rights, setting a powerful example for the rest of the world. Today, New Zealand continues to champion equality and social progressiveness, and this pioneering act remains a defining moment in its history. It's the real-life Middle-earth when director Peter Jackson brought J. Tolkien's The Lord of the Rings and The Hobbit trilogies to the big screen. He turned New Zealand into a fantasy lover's dream. The films showcased the country's otherworldly landscapes, from rolling green hills and volcanic plains to dense forests and dramatic mountain ranges. Fans can visit actual filming locations, such as the Hobbiton movie set in Matamata, which has been preserved as a tourist attraction. Tourism tied to Middle-earth has contributed billions to the economy and elevated New Zealand as a dream destination for fantasy fans and nature lovers alike. No snakes, at all. Unlike nearby Australia, New Zealand has no native snake species. It's one of the few places on Earth where you don't have to worry about venomous reptiles while hiking or camping. In fact, the country has strict biosecurity laws that prohibit the import of snakes or exotic animals that could threaten native wildlife. The absence of snakes makes the country not only biologically fascinating but also a relief for those with ophidiophobia, fear of snakes. Volcanic country with a fiery backbone. New Zealand sits on the Pacific Ring of Fire, a geologically active zone that accounts for most of the world's earthquakes and volcanic eruptions. The North Island, in particular, is home to over 50 volcanoes, many of which are still active. Mount Ruapehu, White Island, Wakari, and Mount Tongariro are among the best known. In 2019, White Island tragically erupted, underlining the real geological risk. The geothermal activity also means that areas like Rotorua have natural hot springs, geysers, and bubbling mud pools, features that attract tourists and provide unique geothermal energy resources. The country has a 45-minute time zone. Most countries have time zones offset by whole hours, but New Zealand's Chatham Islands run on Chatham Standard Time, UTC plus 1245, one of the very few 45-minute time zones in the world. This quirky time zone reflects the island group's unique location and administrative autonomy. While it's a small detail, it's one of those oddly charming facts that illustrates New Zealand's uniqueness and geographic diversity. Home to the clearest lake on Earth, deep within Nelson Lakes National Park lies Blue Lake, Rotomerwenua, which has been scientifically measured to have the clearest natural freshwater in the world. Visibility in the lake can reach up to 80 meters, 262 feet, almost as clear as distilled water. The lake is sacred to the Maori people, and swimming in it is prohibited to preserve its purity. Surrounded by dramatic mountain scenery and protected forests, it's a pristine reminder of how untouched and pure New Zealand's environment can be, and why conservation efforts there are so important. A penguin paradise. Most people associate penguins with Antarctica, but New Zealand is home to more species of penguins than any other country. These include the yellow-eyed penguin, hoiho, one of the rarest penguin species in the world, and the little blue penguin, which is the smallest penguin on Earth. Some penguins even live in urban areas like Oamaru, where visitors can see them waddling to their nests at night. A river that has legal rights. In a groundbreaking decision in 2017, the Whanganui River was granted legal personhood, meaning it has the same rights and responsibilities as a human being under New Zealand law. This decision followed over 140 years of legal struggle by the local Maori iwi tribe, who view the river as a living ancestor. This recognition reflects Maori values of environmental stewardship and spiritual connection to nature. The legal move set a global precedent, influencing how natural resources and ecosystems might be protected under law worldwide. proudly nuclear-free New Zealand has maintained a strong anti-nuclear stance since the 1980s. In 1987, it passed the New Zealand Nuclear-Free Zone, Disarmament, and Arms Control Act, which bans all nuclear-powered or nuclear-armed ships from entering its waters. This decision caused a major rift with the United States, which suspended its defense obligations under the ANZUS Treaty. But to this day, New Zealanders remain proud of this law. The country is one of the few that actively champions a nuclear-free world, both in policy and practice, a stance that has earned global respect. From stunning landscapes and unique wildlife to groundbreaking achievements, New Zealand is a country that never stops impressing. It's a place where nature, culture, and adventure come together in the most unexpected ways.